Welcome to Press Coverage Podcast. We are back after the long Christmas break. I know you all missed us. It's me again, Zane. We got Rylan as always. No Brady today. He's a little busy, but we got Thomas back in the chair.
That's good.
Here to talk about, a little playoffs. We're not going to talk about, the end of the season that we missed, but I quickly want to say it.
It's buns. No, it's
That
buns.
Steeler-Ravens game. God, I had a great time watching that game. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you, Taylor Loop. I loved that game. That was so awesome to watch. A-Rod went crazy. The score kept changing. That shit was nice. Oh, I don't like swear. Okay. Starting with the playoffs, we'll start with a boring game here. Rams-Panthers.
Too close. It was closer than it should have been.
I kind of felt like the Panthers had more of a chance that people were giving them, and I felt like I was somewhat right. I mean, Bryce Young's a dog. This team's not any good. They don't deserve to be here, obviously, but Bryce Young's a dog.
What did he throw for?
I was bored earlier, and I was looking at just looking at every stat leader from the season, and it's showing me the most obscure stats, and it had game-winning drives, and he's tied for second with 6 this season.
Sheesh.
And the list was not a list I expected. It was Bo Nix, Caleb Williams, and Bryce Young. And I was like,
okay, after
none of those are top quarterbacks, in my opinion.
No, but after the Bears.
The Bears do have a lot of game winners, and the Broncos do too.
Fourth quarter team of the year.
The Broncos might be.
No. The Bears had a better fourth quarter season.
Bears had better comebacks, but the Broncos did it every single game.
No, but 25 points. I mean, we're gonna get to it, but
We'll start with that one right now.
Yeah.
Packers Bears.
Jesus.
Okay.
This is a great.
I like the Bears. I like Brady. I think I thought the Bears had a great season, and I like a lot of the stuff they did. After this game, Caleb Williams said, they asked him, was it fluky? And he said no. And I feel like he's objectively wrong. Because a kicker missing 7 points worth of kicks in a game to allow you to win is objectively fluky.
Definitely.
Because he didn't just miss 2 field goals. He missed an extra point, which would allow them to tie the game up at the end. Instead, they had to do whatever the heck they tried to do.
BS. Sorry.
Yeah.
Apologies, but it was BS.
Exactly. But, dude, Jordan Love played great. It sucks that he's gone. I mean,
4 TDs in one game.
no interceptions, 300 yards. I mean, he did everything. Josh Jacobs didn't do anything.
Caleb Williams, 2 TDs, 2 interceptions, 360 yards, and
360 is a lot. Loveland started stepping up. Dude, I was genuinely upset that for the first time all year, the Packers were like, what if we use Matthew Golden? He scored his first touchdown. He's a rookie. He scored his only touchdown of the year in the playoffs. He didn't get a normal season touchdown. They didn't give him a single red zone look. I don't know. But they just 5 targets for 84 yards and a touchdown, averaging 28 catch. That's especially with a team that was down Christian Watson most of the season, Jaden Reed the whole season, and that had receiver trouble and drafted him early exactly for that reason. Not using him is crazy to me.
They thought Romeo Dobbs would carry.
I guess so.
I mean, sorta.
I mean, I like the Bears, but I genuinely think the Packers are just a better team and should have won this one. But the Bears, this is what they do. They play bad football and then they win. That's how it's meant to be done.
Win in the fourth quarter.
Wow, look at these. Look at the total stats. It's so even. This is all straight down the pipe.
It's crazy.
Yeah, this game was supposed to be
objectively, Jordan Love played way better than Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Just I don't think the Bears are gonna be good next season.
Their team's all young. I don't see why they can't be. But they do have a first place schedule for the first time ever, maybe.
It still looks easy. They got the what? They got the.
Their division's the hardest division.
No, they got the hardest division.
No, you're the hardest division. I take it back. The Niners one is for sure the hardest. Ooh, new mouse. You wanna take us to this next one?
Yeah. Is it Bills Jags?
It is.
This is a fun one. This was the nice game before the whatever the next game was, but this was good. I mean, this is playoff Josh Allen, how he usually is. Did dropped a great game. Always love to see a Cole Bishop interception. Love Cole Bishop. I mean, yeah, I just think this kind of shows the importance of playoff experience, if anything, because I think Trevor Lawrence is a pretty good quarterback, but it's just when you're new to it and you've only been in the playoffs. I think he's only been 1 year before.
Has he
as
been
a
1 year
rookie.
before?
Yeah, I think he was there.
He beat Herbert, but I felt like he was there another year and lost, but I might be wrong.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
when you have that much playoff experience and you go into the first game, even if it's away, I think that kind of shows the difference.
You want to hear a surprising stat here?
Yeah.
While I was looking at that Bryce Young one, there was one more guy tied with 6 comebacks. Bo Nix had the most at 7. The other guy tied at 6, Trevor Lawrence.
No shot.
Yeah. And first,
But
he was given
who? But who did he play against that he needed a fourth quarter comeback?
who knows? I remember
Like,
specifically
final
the
drive
Chiefs one, but I don't know how many Jaguars games I actually watched this year.
I
But-
watched only the Niners game and I was sad.
But he got the ball with a minute 50 seconds ish, I think, and 3 timeouts to get a field goal. All he needed was a field goal, and he threw an interception on the first play. It's brutal. That's brutal. Also, Josh Allen playing this good, especially with James Cook not producing at all, which I know Josh Allen's amazing. We both agree. James Cook is the reason the offense works. Josh Allen can be good because James Cook is good.
Yes,
With
absolutely.
James Cook, 15 carries for 46 yards.
That's
is
averaging
depressing. It's like 3
That's
yards.
like 3.
a carry.
Yeah, that's
3
not
yards
good.
a carry.
They have a very good run defense.
Yeah, but Josh
No,
Allen,
he should still be able to produce
I have
more than
never seen a 12-yard push. I have
No.
never seen that done before.
That was
That was
crazy.
tough. That was so tough. I won't lie. Josh Allen's a dog for that.
No, he was a dog for that. That was cool. I like to see that. Yeah. Well,
Okay, you
that's one.
wanna move to the fraud off?
Screw you. This game was so tough. Oh my god. Lead switches. Hey, Jennings on that
On that throw?
tutty pass.
Yeah, he's a
We're
better
pulling-
quarterback than Brock Purdy is.
I will not take this 49er slander.
I hate Brock Purdy.
And I hate the Steelers.
I've met Brock Purdy.
You've met
he
Brock
goes
Purdy?
to my church sometimes.
Oh, well, you told me that, but you never actually talked to him.
No,
He's a chill man.
he's a chill guy. I like the human Brock Purdy. I don't think he's that good at football, and I feel like he's way
What?
overplaced.
Did you see what he did this year with nobody? He had CMC.
Yeah, he beat the
had
second
CMC.
easiest schedule in the league and didn't beat any real teams.
The Eagles are the defending Super Bowl champs.
Do you genuinely believe the Eagles are good? Be real with me right now.
But they won the Super Bowl last year. Sorry.
You're all good. You're all good. Yeah, but teams don't always carry over. I don't think that's exactly how things
The
work.
Chiefs were in the Super Bowl last year,
And they didn't make the playoffs. Yeah. Or even get close in that regard.
Okay, but we lost Kittle. What, the second quarter?
Yeah, that was
To be
tough.
fair,
but
yeah, you guys were.
I don't know.
insanely injured for a little
this
bit.
was a game I was like, both these teams are like, they deserve to be in the playoffs. That's not the right word, but they're both not playoff caliber teams, and they both deserve to get schmacked, but they're playing each other. So it's like the fraud off, which the Steelers are in the same boat. I'm not saying we're not. But like, this,
We shouldn't have
they
made
had
it
the
to the
fraud
playoffs.
off. Like, we should have. Our division, it's division based. We're better than the rest of the team as our division. I'll stand on that forever. McCaffrey still can't run. He's amazing at football, but God, they can't draw up a run play for the guy.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
After what? 2022? 2023?
Yeah, he can't run no more.
Can't run anymore.
Only receiving. I mean, 15 for 50 is just not good.
Check his receiving yards.
I know.
Check his receiving.
He's a
yards.
dog at receiving. I don't.
Check his receiving.
At this point, just start putting him in the slot.
I
Dude,
know.
the game on the line, there was. I can't think of a guy on the Niners the ball could possibly go to. Kittle's out. McCaffrey's the only guy left. 3 straight plays. McCaffrey 10-yard run, McCaffrey 10-yard run, 8-yard pass to McCaffrey. And I'm like, if you're the Eagles D coordinator, there was one thought on your brain, and it was don't let the ball go to McCaffrey.
Yeah.
And you genuinely let him cut you up on 3 straight plays. That's why I know this team didn't deserve to be here.
What about
They
Jordan
got-
Watkins though?
They got cut up by Jawan
Jordan
Jennings.
Watkins?
They cut
Yeah,
up.
49ers receiver, but you said you want the ball to go to anybody. What about Jordan Watkins?
What about Kendrick Bourne?
Sometimes Demarcus Robinson
What
played
about
great.
Scott?
I
Yeah,
don't
he
know
played.
where- I
He
don't.
played pretty well. I don't know why we
He
didn't
had a
play
legacy
him.
game out of nowhere.
Hey, what about Sky Moore? What do you think about that?
Sky Moore.
I do. I am a Jake Tonges enjoyer.
You
He's
are.
injured
He's your
now.
alumni. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
You would've went- you
I'm
went-
so mad. No.
You're 1-0
But
Alum.
guy. Yeah.
Niners should have won.
That's crazy.
Super
Yeah.
Bowl.
No, God, no.
Yes.
What?
What? Okay, moving
Did I
on.
say Niners Super Bowl?
Yes.
Oh.
Listen to me.
Another hypothetical win for the healthy Niners. It's been done
Yes.
Let's go.
That's where it's at. That's what you.
again. The greatest matchup ever is the healthy Niners versus Justin Herbert if he had the things that would make him better.
Yep.
It's anyone could. The greatest match of all time.
Theoretically, anybody could win it.
There would be the two greatest teams ever to go to the Super Bowl.
Listen to this transition. Speaking of Justin Herbert,
Oh my.
Chargers Patriots.
This is I don't think
That was a
either
rough
play
one.
either team played that great.
I saw a lot of people slandering Herbert. This was not his fault.
It couldn't have been his fault.
Dude, he was just flat back every play. No one's open. He
What's
led
his
in
average
rush.
pressure rate too? It's probably
It was
like,
he's
it's like
he's
over
rocking like
50%.
genuinely one of the worst O lines in NFL history.
Oh yeah,
it's like he's getting pressured on like 70% of his dropbacks or 80%.
for sure.
Yeah,
It's awful. I mean,
ridiculous.
people. I know. I get the if man stuff, but genuinely, when it comes to
He needs an
O-lines,
O-line.
you need
Yeah.
an O-line. I understand the if man stuff when they're talking about like a defense or the receiver, but like the O-line is extremely important, and they have nothing.
Yeah,
what's
I
that
think-
one? There's one picture where it's like it shows where each O lineman was ranked at. I think it was recent, somewhat recently.
it was
And
this. Yeah,
They're
it was a
both
long
like
time ago.
at least bottom 5 in every position.
Yeah,
At
it
least.
was.
I think most of them were like the bottom.
Yeah.
or
It
bottom two.
was right before I went to the Steeler Charger game. That image came out.
That's still, and then
No, it was the Steeler Charger game
Was it
because
the
it's Sunday
Steelers?
Night Football. They show the ratings.
that's
Yeah.
just,
Which,
you
to be
can't do
fair,
that.
That's
can't have-
PFF ratings, and PFF is a dog shit company and doesn't deserve to be appreciated. But they do show big picture decent.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know.
I think if an offense has a really good O line, even with like a mid receiving core and running back, you can do a lot. You can do a lot with a good O line.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
true.
as long if you let your quarterback, just a normal average quarterback, operate in a clean pocket for just even a couple of seconds, you're gonna have a
Sorry, my brain is a little weird. I'm thinking of this one guy who had the most time ever in a playoff game history on average to throw the ball, and he scored 3 points. Was it 3? Interesting. On your point, the Eagles are genuinely good because they just decided, hey, if we build O-line and D-line really strong, we'll consistently win. And all they've done is consistently win. Like, it's so
That's what I'm
simple.
saying.
I don't know why no one's ever appreciated the trenches. The trenches are where games are won, and that saying's existed for years, and we just started ignoring it.
You should take this one.
I
think you should take
mean,
this
who
one.
else was going to? Steelers, Texans.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
God, their D-line was crazy. It was just the Steelers versus the Texans D-line. Their offense didn't have to do anything.
No.
These stats will make it look like CJ Stroud played better than he did. He had 2 fumbles on top of this. CJ Stroud in 2 weeks.
Biggest fraud.
CJ Stroud in 2 weeks of playoff football had 5 fumbles and 5 interceptions. How is that possible?
I saw some stats where he's the first player to have 4 turnovers in one half in playoff history.
Yeah,
you know,
I've never seen it
the
done.
most
It's
ridiculous.
impression. I mean, we couldn't guard Charlie Kirk to save our lives.
Stephen A. Smith is so funny.
The Texans have the 28th best run offense in the league, and we let Jaquavius Marks have his first ever 100-yard game.
Okay, but
and
some-
a touchdown.
Something about the Steelers in the playoffs just makes us fall down like 3 tiers. Like, we just become such a worse football team the second it becomes playoffs, which at some point, it's got to be coaching. Moving on from that,
Also,
Mike
did you
Tomlin-
just
no, no,
call
we
Mike
fired
Marks by his government name?
that's what it says on the stats.
Is it really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mike
Tomlin's a good coach. Tomlin, I don't believe is the issue, but the issue is, and James Harrison said this great. If you look at any coach that has coached for 20 years, like he has, he's 19 years, the tree under them, his offensive coordinators, the guys he has picked, have gone out in the league, and there are at least multiple guys that are really good coaches. Tomlin doesn't have a single guy that used to be a coach that is good. He has like the worst coaching tree in like NFL history for how long he's coached. And he has a bunch of great teams that all choke in the same way every time. You can't genuinely tell me the 2025 team with DK, Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Rodgers. The 2024 team with Justin Fields, Russell Wilson. The 2023 team with Kenny Pickett and Rudolph.
George
And the
Pickens.
team before that with Ben. You can't tell me all 5 of those teams all choke in the exact same way with completely different rosters and tell me it's not coaching. Because that doesn't make any sense.
And it's not Tomlin either.
He is not... Okay, Tomlin isn't a coach. Tomlin doesn't actually coach anything. Tomlin is a great player motivator. I think he's one of the best in the league. He is great at motivating his players, but he doesn't actually do coaching. But he hires coaches, and the coaches he hires suck. So the players love him, and everyone who's been under Tomlin is like, this guy's awesome. I feel so pumped whenever Tomlin's around. But the actual guys calling plays and doing real coaching don't do anything. My dad likes to make this joke all the time when we watch the game. He's never seen Tomlin hold a play sheet before. If you watch a game, he's never holding anything. He's the only coach where his hands are empty.
In his pockets.
Because he doesn't do anything. And it's not that he's bad, but it's everyone under him is bad, and those issues don't get fixed until he's gone. And now we're getting rid of those. So it was necessary. But thank God we beat the Ravens. I mean,
If you hadn't beat the Ravens.
God, beating the Ravens helps so much. Okay, divisional round. What a great wild card round. Almost all these games are sick, except for the last 2, but the rest were fun. But moving on, we'll leave your 2 games to last. So we'll start Texans Patriots. Watching this game, all I can think is, how are either of these teams in the playoffs, let alone in the second round?
That was not okay to watch. That was a disgrace.
It is the worst quarterback play I think I've ever watched, period. Not even playoff game, just straight period.
4 interceptions.
Multiple fumbles in there, too. They don't even show
4
that.
interceptions first half, plus multiple fumbles.
Every time a quarterback touched the ball in this game, it was just like, it felt like they were praying they weren't touching the ball and someone else would touch it. You know? It was like, whoever was on defense had the advantage, which is crazy because defense isn't how points are scored, usually. But, like, genuinely, whoever was on defense just was in power, which is crazy because that's not how it works. That's not how it works at all.
It's whoever can string the most drives together should be.
I don't care what these stats look like. I don't care that he had 3 touchdowns. Drake May is no MVP. This guy is not good.
It should be Stafford.
It's got to be
It
Stafford.
should be Stafford.
He's a very good quarterback, and he
He's
plays an
not.
extremely important.
He played the easiest schedule since
He did.
1996. That is 30 years. In 30 years of football, out of any football team in the last 30 years, there has not been an easier schedule than the Patriots this year. They had beat, before the playoffs, they had beat a single team with over 500. No, but
Like,
when you look at his stats and go, oh, wow, he's really good on paper and all these
listen,
things.
I agree that he's
shouldn't
not the
lose those
MVP.
games.
I think
Exactly.
Stafford should be the MVP. That's my opinion. Or I think he is as the current. Listen, okay, I'll always say this, and if we truly took most valuable player as what it technically means, which is the most valuable player to a team, I think it would be very different. You said Myles Garrett would be the MVP this year. I don't
No,
disagree.
CMC would be the most.
It's not crazy. It's not crazy to say
Honestly,
that.
no, it's not crazy to say that. But the point
It's
is,
not Brock
it is
Purdy.
No, I'm
at
sorry.
the end of the day,
I
it's
can
best
agree with
quarterback award. And the best quarterback this year, I think, has been Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
That's what I
Okay.
think. However, I think Drake May being in those discussions, he's not insane, especially
It
considering
is
the
because,
Patriots were not good until this year.
But these were games they're expected to win with their roster. You can't tell me that's
that's true. But
down to
technically,
him.
and until proven otherwise, they technically beat the best team in the league. They are technically going to probably go on to an AFC divisional round, and until they are beaten,
Who's the best team in the league?
the best team in the league.
You just said they beat the best team in the league.
Or sorry, I meant the best defense in the league,
Okay,
which is
okay.
undoubtedly the Houston Texans.
Okay.
Even if CJ Stroud, although he did throw an insane amount of garbage, he lost them that game for sure. But I don't think you can say anything about the Patriots until they lose.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
right now, they could still win the Super Bowl.
Okay, I rethought through my statement. I was too harsh. Drake May is not a bad quarterback. I don't mean that at all. He is not as good as he is talked about. That is the opinion I hold.
Okay, that's
I'll
fair.
walk it back a little bit.
I'll agree with
He
that.
is definitely good. I'm not ready to call him a top 5 quarterback. I'm just simply not.
Mm.
I would still take Josh Allen. I would definitely take Stafford. I'm taking Lamar. I'm still taking Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes is dead. Does that count?
I'm talking overall
I hate
player.
that.
I mean,
yeah,
obviously
overall,
it doesn't
I think
exist.
that's yeah, obviously. It's Pat Mahomes.
It's
Brock Purdy, brother. Mac Jones. could
He's
probably
the
step
fifth
in.
highest paid QB in the league.
So is Tua. Do you think Tua's a top 5?
Wait,
quarterback?
Tua was paid.
Tua's in
the
200
top
million.
highest QBs are always the QBs that sit from 20 to 12 because basically the best life possible is to be a quarterback that's somewhere from like 20th to best quarterback to 12th best quarterback
Yeah,
because your teams need you. If you say I would like $60 million and they tell you no and you leave, all of a sudden their good roster doesn't exist because they don't have a quarterback.
Sure.
So you have to you're at the will. Daniel Jones got paid $45 million. Back when $45 million was worth even more than it is now. And it literally killed the Giants. It genuinely killed their roster for 3 years. Like, undoubtedly.
Yeah.
Goff makes $60 million a year. Jordan Love makes $60
Goff
million a
makes
year.
$53 million.
It's around there.
It's Dak Prescott is the leader for $60 million. Then there's a 4-way tie between Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence, and Jordan Love. Josh Allen, I believe, last year just got that contract.
Yeah,
so that's
Trevor
why
Lawrence
they're
and
up
Jordan
there.
Love were before that.
Yeah.
Burrow
That's why
and
they're
Josh
up there.
Allen are now.
Burrow, Josh Allen are now. That's why there's expensive.
Yeah.
Then it's Tua. Then it's Jared Goff and Brock Purdy tied for $53 million.
Most of those quarterbacks aren't good enough to make that money. But when they say, I would like $60 million, and if you don't pay me, this team that has a potential at a playoff run in a Super Bowl no longer could do that because there's no one throwing the football. You have to say yes, Tua, take it, take it, take the money. I don't have a choice
We
anymore.
will kiss your feet and
Which-
give you the money.
Roundabout way of saying, that doesn't making a bunch of money doesn't make Purdy good. That was the argument we started with. We'll talk this one out for Brady.
Oh.
I'm hearing a lot of people on this Bears-Rams game, I guess I haven't actually said it, saying that DJ Moore is at fault for running a lazy route, and I just disagree.
3 interceptions
Hard.
is just not okay.
Regardless
Regardless of one lazy route shouldn't.
he didn't run a lazy route. That was a horrible throw.
I agree.
I'm also 90%
Okay.
sure that ball was thrown to the streak on the right, and he just missed that guy. I'm pretty certain this ball is a Luther Burden.
Yeah, it probably should have been. Listen, that at the end, I agree with you that it was Caleb Williams' fault and like 3 interceptions, like you said, Thomas should not happen. However, I think it is kind of crazy for the Bears, and this is, I guess, like pro Bears, but they went to overtime with the Rams, who are supposedly, and we're coming into this with like a very good team, has the potential MVP, and they went to overtime and the Rams won by a field goal.
Yeah.
I think
mean,
this team
yeah.
has a lot of upside. They're super young. They've got a rookie coach, and in their first year getting a lot of stuff going, they got this far into the playoffs. I think the Bears have a very bright future.
Yeah, for sure. The
I-
team's super young. I really
Yeah,
don't see any reason anything changes.
Yeah, but I do agree with you about that.
I'm
I don't
actively
think DJ
watching the
Moore should
play.
be for
I'm
that.
just worried about Caleb Williams' consistency.
I
don't
he's young.
think-
He's
okay.
24.
Okay, I'm not gonna say they're not gonna
But
do.
he's missed, like, if
That
you-
is, yeah, that's just no shot. I'm rewatching the play. There's no shot that's DJ Moore's fault.
No, it's not.
Okay,
It's definitely not DJ Moore's fault.
here's the
It's just
thing
it's a bad.
that I think matters, right? The way they won games this year is not a thing you can consistently produce.
That's what I'm saying. Consistency is
Not saying they won't make the playoffs next year, because I genuinely think they're going to be a good roster, and I think they're going to get better as a football team, but their record is going to regress because they shouldn't have won 12 games this year. I mean, if you consistently watch the Bears like we did,
most of those wins should not have.
they
Or a lot of them.
blocked a field goal to beat the Raiders.
They were
The team that got the worst record in the NFL. They blocked a kick to beat that team. There was a lot of, okay, for example, last year, they had the exact opposite luck. They had no luck at all. And they lost, I think, 7 or 8 in a row. Of all games they should have won and just didn't, right? And then all of a sudden their luck flips crazy next year. And they win every game. No matter what happens, they just win it. The luck is crazy on their side.
I think it's
So
gonna
if I had to
balance
guess,
out. It's going to balance back.
it's gonna be
out.
middle.
Yeah.
It's going to go back to middle, which means, I don't know, take 2, maybe 3 wins away from this team. They sit at 10 wins. I think they still make the playoffs, and they probably, they would still win the division. They'd probably still play the Packers. Things go the same.
I don't know if I think Pax would win the
Well,
division.
the Packers were, it
I
said
know.
9-8-1. So 10 wins would win.
Okay, but,
But-
but I think the Packs next year are gonna do better.
They definitely might.
I think they're.
I
gonna
mean,
do a
injuries
little
matter
better.
a lot for if a
Yeah.
team does good or not. But I'm saying,
Also,
like,
Micah Parsons tore
Yeah,
his
the Niners.
ACL.
Yeah, the
When is he
Niners
gonna be
injuries. Sorry, I just had to.
maybe
point that
don't practice in a radiated field.
You practice in Fallout New Vegas. I don't know what else to
My dad's been watching Fallout. I like that one.
Yeah, there you go. I'm,
Oh.
out. Brady's watching it right now too.
Speaking of the Niners,
Oh,
carry on, Thomas.
can we move on?
I had to talk through my game.
Okay.
Not
Well,
not a big boy.
2 games versus the Seahawks, 9 points in total. That's an embarrassment. That's just
8 straight quarters,
Yeah.
no touchdowns.
that's not okay.
You
I
gotta.
you brought up the Brock Purdy has the most time. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
nobody was open.
No.
The Seahawks
Okay.
scored
I
more
want to blame
points.
the injuries. I want to blame the injuries so badly.
Okay, this isn't your team played bad, this or that. This is the Seahawks are a much better football team.
Oh.
We watched it 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
before the playoffs, when they put, belt to ass, and then they did it again. The Seahawks, in the first 13 seconds of this game, scored more points than the Niners did the entire game.
No, yeah.
They scored more points than you guys the entire game before they even played offense.
Yeah.
This is a team that's better than you guys. Simple as that. It's not hard to look at. I mean,
Somehow we
the
made it.
leading rusher is Brock Purdy with 37 yards.
Yeah.
The leading
It
receiver is
should be
Jake
on
Tonges with 59 yards. And you guys were on offense the whole game. You
It's-
Kenneth Walker for 116, 3 touchdowns. Like, I don't know. Sam don't even have to do anything. 12 for 17 for 124 and a touchdown. Like,
He did nothing.
he didn't have to.
Yeah.
There was no reason for
The
him to do
defense
things.
did
There was no
everything.
need. Yeah,
Their defense
That-
is really.
When you
good.
started the game out with that horrible 4th down play, I mean, what was that? I don't know why Juicy Juice tossed
Nope.
that thing. I understand he wasn't getting there, but McCaffrey was like out of bounds by the time he handed it to him.
Yeah.
I'll let you get out of this. We'll be fine.
I can't
The
really
Seahawks
defend
are really
anything.
good,
Yeah.
and I feel like
I
they
want-
gotta be
I want-
Super Bowl favorites at the moment.
I want them to win.
Okay.
I want them or the Rams to win.
Your turn, big guy.
Okay, so obviously when you talk about this game, the first thing that's going to come up is the Cooks catch.
I believe he caught it.
I do too.
That's my opinion.
I believe he caught it. However,
Wait, can we
here's my point.
run the playback real
Yes,
quick?
We
I
lost
need to
this
see
game.
that. Yeah.
I
Oh,
believe he
wait.
caught it.
Hold up. That's
We
not
lost
what I
this
want.
game as well. We
We
had, I think, 3 more opportunities to win this game, or at least score and probably win the game and just really still keep ourselves in it, and we didn't do those. There was a wide open pass to Dawson Knox, Josh Allen didn't make, and we had 6
This is an
turnovers.
interception.
Yeah.
He's seeing the play for the first time.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't watch this game.
Give it a second.
Okay.
So he comes out with it.
I think he caught.
If you
They
there's
show a
there's
replay.
an
They
angle of
explain
it.
the rules, and basically the rules say it's like this, but then they also called this different ways all weekend.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna
Wow.
say.
They actually don't show a replay.
They don't show the angle of it on here because they know it's BS. And
This was
This
an
was
overtime.
ruled
That
twice,
play gets
yeah.
them into overtime. They kick a field goal. They win.
Yeah.
The Broncos go right down and drive. But, I mean, other big news. Let's see if I can pull up.
Oh, Bo Nix,
Is
the
it?
QB rush. It's back a little bit.
It's this. Wait. It should be the play before this. It's one of the last ones. But yeah, Bo Nix,
Snaps his ankle.
yeah, I think it's this one.
I
No,
saw that
wait.
play and I was like, oh wow, I'm really
He looked
surprised he's
fine.
not injured. And then, well,
Never mind. They didn't show it in this because it was a bad play.
anyway.
Wow. Hey,
my-
hey, YouTube, you need to step this up, man. This is horrendous.
My point about that game is we lost this game, and I think we're gonna keep losing. We're gonna keep finding ourselves in this spot unless something changes, and it's not going to. Because what we've just done is we fired our head coach who had the locker room, and I think this is a very very similar situation to what you said with Tomlin. We wanted to get rid of Joe Brady, and we had to fire McDermott to do it. Or I don't know if we had to, but we did fire McDermott to do it. I don't like where this team is heading. I'm not gonna lie. We are in the same situation over and over and over again, and I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it changes until we get an elite wide receiver,
Yeah.
or just start doing good things for our team when it comes to management. That's where it all starts. We don't push for receivers at the trade deadline. we don't do these kinds of things, this is what happens at the end. They say, oh, this lineup is because Josh Allen played not a great game, but see, that's what happens. And I've been saying this the whole time. When you play Superman ball and Superman doesn't play like Superman, you lose the game. And that's what you're seeing here. When he doesn't play good, there's no one else. I mean,
no one can
we have
back
James
him
Cook.
up. No one backs
We have
him
James
up.
Cook, but nobody in this game backed him up, even though he played bad. And you can't have that on a team. You can't have one guy carry the whole team's weight in his back. You have to have some supporting characters. Like, you have to. I don't know. And what they're saying about why they fired McDermott, and it's been the same thing for kind of years, and I guess they just fired him, is they come in, they ask him to have a meeting. They ask him, what do you think is wrong with the team? Where do we need to improve? He says a lot, because I agree with him, we do. And then they fire him because they don't like his answer. Like, that's literally what they said on live television was the reason for firing or technically they said it was the performance on the Broncos, but was that his fault? Do I really think that Broncos game was Sean McDermott's fault? If I'm placing the blame on anyone, Sean McDermott is like one of the last people I'm going down to blame. Should we be firing Joe Brady? Yes. Should there be staff changes? Yes. Brandon Beane should be fired, but instead he got promoted. So here's the thing. What we could do here is we could rebuild with a new coach and a new coaching staff and make some moves to build our team around Josh Allen, get a receiver, get some other stuff. We need like a better secondary, but we won't do that because we just promoted Brandon Beane, who's historically known for not doing these types of things, and we've seen him not do it over and over and over again. So what I imagine is going to happen is we're going to sign a subpar coach. We're not going to push for any elite receivers. Like, I think we should go for George Pickens, but we definitely won't.
You need George Pickens.
I pulled up the free agent receivers. It's only George Pickens.
It's only George Pickens, but I don't think we're gonna draft. We'll probably mess up the draft somehow because we
Charlie
always
Kirk.
do. What?
Charlie Kirk.
Jawan Jennings. Too.
Oh,
It's bums. It's a lot of bums.
Jawan's not bad, but he's
but
signing.
we were
with the
talking
Niners.
about this. I was talking about this with Zane before, and I was talking about how awesome it would be to have George Pickens, but it's a fantasy because
It's
it'll
the
never
only
happen.
receiver. Like,
I
it
know.
genuinely is where all the money will be going. It's the
Yeah.
only like actual fight.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think we should be focused on winning that fight, but that's just my opinion. Again,
But look at the stats
I think
for
it's
this
been
game.
proven that Brandon
Yeah.
Beane should not have more power on the Bills, and we just gave him exactly that. So I think that's a very dangerous thing to do, because I think there's a stat. There's a stat where it's like he's only drafted like 2 Pro Bowlers or something like that after Josh Allen. And
Okay.
I believe it was Dawson. It was James Cook and I believe Dawson Knox. Like,
Knox is tough.
he is tough, but we're not. We're not building our team correctly, and until we do, I don't think things are going to change. I think with the Patriots, maybe they're frauds. Maybe next year they fall off because of their schedule. I don't know, but I
think they're similar to Bears, where I think they'll still win, but a lot less.
Yeah. I'm with the Miami Dolphins getting rebuilding, and with the Patriots coming up. I don't care about the Jets; they're poverty, but whatever. But I don't feel comfortable doing the same thing we've been doing for the past 5 years, which is just
Make
know.
playoffs. Hope Josh Allen figures
Yeah,
it all out when it needs to happen.
Basically, just the coaching, Brandon Beane being saved by Josh Allen being an elite quarterback, and them just making miracles happen. You can't rely on Miracle Man every time you need an out. You have to help.
Got to
And
make
he's
this
not.
actual decision.
And the guy we just promoted I don't think he's going to help. So that's where I think the Bills. I'm not very positive on the Bills.
Okay.
I'm hopeful, but where I see it heading is not a very positive place.
I think that's a good take. I think the only issue is I think there's a lot of negativity at the moment. Me and Thomas are looking at the stats right now.
This is
You
Great
crushed the
freaking
Broncos
game, yeah.
in every single stat except
interceptions.
3 fumbles and 2 interceptions.
Yeah, you can't have six turnovers in a game and expect to win.
More first downs, better third down conversion, better fourth down, more plays. You did allow more sacks. You made them punt
more yards. Both
You did
passing-
everything.
All right,
Genuinely,
yeah.
you said we lost this game, which is funny because
You
said,
won
like-
the game on the stat sheet.
you said they played better than us, which genuinely, looking at everything,
I
is
didn't
not
say
true.
They played better than us.
You
I
said
honestly
oh,
don't
we
said
straight up lost this
Yeah,
game.
we straight up lost this game. Look, wait,
I
go
think
back
we
to the
did
stats.
by
Go back to the stats.
giving 6 turnovers.
You had 5 turnovers, but you had 100 more total yards. You had almost
Better
3 times
conversions.
passing yards.
I didn't say
or
we didn't
rushing
play
yards.
a good game for a lot of it. I said we lost.
You
the
played
game.
a better game
And I
than
stand
your,
on that
your
because
game.
you
your
can't
opponent.
turn the ball over 5 times. We see CJ Stroud,
It's not even.
best defense in the league. You can't turn the ball over that much. You're gonna lose the game.
It's not even 5 times. Straight up, this is where the game was lost. Before half,
Yeah.
you had a situation where you're going to force them into a field goal.
Yeah.
And they end up getting a touchdown.
Yeah.
That sucks, but you're like, it's okay. We're going to have to do something about this. Josh Allen gets 16 seconds. He fumbles the ball, and then the Broncos kick a field goal, and they get 10 points in
They should have had
a
3.
15-second span. That's and this is a game that went to overtime, right?
Yeah.
That is like the silliest mistake. Like that can't happen. But
It is.
I don't think the Bills are nearly as bad as you think. I think
No, I don't think
you
they're
draft
bad.
a little good.
No, no,
You
no.
do a little free agent. I
you,
think
you
they're.
misunderstand what I'm saying. I don't think they're a bad team, but like what you just said, you're about to say like do a free agent, do a draft. We won't
You
do
don't
that.
think you
good.
could. That's fair.
That's what I'm saying,
Mm.
and it's hard to, like, they kind of hit gold, and then they just refuse to do anything else, and that's you can't do that.
Yeah.
They hit a little bit of gold and then didn't keep mining for more. You know.
Yeah, no, they
They were
we
like, let's
got
go try a
Josh-
new spot.
This is, we got.
This spot's
something.
obviously
Yeah.
dry. We got to go somewhere else.
And I don't know if we get a coach, and there's some good ones out there, but I think McDermott had the locker room. I think that's a very important part of how teams play, especially the Bills.
Yeah. But maybe we learned McDermott was bum, and things look better without him. You
I
know.
do think him hiring. It's the same thing with Tomlin. The people he hired. And that's
Sometimes-
why I'm like I understand them firing because at some point it's got to give.
Sometimes you look 5 years down the line, like look back, and you're like, wow, decisions I thought were bad were actually great ones.
Yeah, maybe.
Um,
I hope I'm wrong.
yeah, I mean,
but we'll see.
looking forward to the next 2 games, obviously.
What's your predictions, Pats?
So
Broncos?
here's my predictions, Pat Bronco. The winner of the NFC wins the Super Bowl. That's my prediction here. This game doesn't really matter. I don't believe the Patriots or the Broncos stand a chance.
And I'm glad that.
I hope Jared Stidham finds a way to win this game because
If
I don't
Jared
like the
Stidham wins
Broncos.
the Super Bowl, that would be the most hilarious.
I
thing.
don't
You
like the
can't
Broncos.
argue with that.
Like I don't at all. This year I thought they're frauds. I don't think they should have won that last game. I don't really think they're very good at football. But everything changed the second Jared Stidham has to start at quarterback. Like that really changes everything for
Yeah.
me. Because now I'm like, what a run. I remember back in 2019, there was like a TikTok, right? And there was some guy that was like a Patriots fan. And he said like, I'm so confident Jared Stidham's going to be our starting quarterback next year. I'll buy anyone a jersey if he's not, that comments. And I like specifically remember that video. And that's the only reason I know who Jared Stidham is. They immediately drafted Mac Jones. He did not start that next year. I also did not get a jersey. But I remember Jared Stidham purely from that. And looking 6 years back and being like that guy who has, I think, thrown a total of 3 NFL passes and has never started a game is starting a conference championship in 2 days. And has a chance to win one game against, in my opinion, the worst team still in the playoffs to go to a Super Bowl. There's not a better story than that.
There is not.
But I
If
don't
Jared
want
Stidham
the-
wins the Super Bowl. That is hilarious. Also, we said this. The Pats' weakness is second-string quarterbacks.
And
It is, but
I
to be
also-
fair, very different team.
I don't want the Broncos to be called not frauds if they win this game, because they are.
They might not be if.
But I don't want that.
If-
I
if
don't want the
Stidham-
Patriots to win, and I want the
If
second.
Stiddy wins against the Patriots, come on now.
Okay, but do you really want the Broncos to be considered not frauds
If
after the
Jared
season?
Stidham is the quarterback and wins the Super Bowl, I will be
Wins the
happy.
Super Bowl?
No matter.
No.
If he wins the next game, I'll be happy. If he wins the Super Bowl, I'll be laughing. I will be hysterically laughing on the ground of my dorm room because that is super funny.
It's just a joke at that point.
It is. It is. It's a really funny joke actually because it's the 2 best teams who everyone I think almost agrees that whoever wins the NFC is probably going to win the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
Versus Jared Stidham, and that's to me is really funny. I don't know.
Speaking of the NFC, I'm looking back right now at the 2 Seahawks-Rams games this season, and they have both been incredibly close.
Yeah.
And
I
one
believe-
apiece, one apiece. as
I
well.
believe the Seahawks I believe the Seahawks are a better team. But right now,
It's a coin toss. It's a coin toss.
Rams.